Just want a couple of minutes to just talk about an article I've just been reading on the Napit website. Well, it's a couple of days old, but I just wanted to read it again and think about it a bit. So this is from a few days ago. And it basically goes, moving forward, continuous improvement for the leading certification bodies. So, Certsure and Napit are once again working together on proposals to take the industry forward and improve standards with the electrical sector. The two competent person schemes have previously collaborated on Registered Competent Person Electrical RCPE, a single marker and register which brought together more than 40,000 registered electrical contracting firms across England and Wales. Yeah, they were pushed to work together by the government. The driving forces behind the RCPE now want to expand on that work and further strengthen the assessment processes of both organisations. I've not seen the government push for that, so I don't know where that's come from. Over the years, the strengths of the two organisations have been Certsure's focus on the management and supervision of competence, and Napit's focus on individual competence. The new collaboration aims to combine these two approaches into a consistent approach, offering to individually assess all electrical employees registered with Certsure and Napit to provide competence recognition for all electricians. Emma Clancy, CEO of Certsure, commented, "We are delighted to be working with Napit to raise standards and strengthen the competency recognition model further within the existing framework." Right. This work refines and builds on an existing model which already covers 43,000 electrical firms and has a competency assessment at its heart. Right. The collaboration is a response to further improve standards and to give contractors further choice around their assessment. On that will better meet the requirements of their customers at all scales of electrical work. No, okay, right. As Mike Andrews, CEO of Napit, explains, our work is an important cornerstone of the electrical industry. Right. Certsure and Napit understand that we can only improve the safety of electrical installation work by working together in a coordinated approach. We can only do this by assessing the competence of organisations and individuals firsthand, monitoring their abilities to ensure they are working to the latest standards and industry requirements. The model for registering electrical contractors has been in operation for more than 60 years. During this time, it has evolved into the Electrical Assessment Specification, which has been developed by bodies representing the electrical installation industry and consumer safety interests to enhance the standard of safety of electrical installation work within the domestic, industrial and commercial sectors. The background of the EAS is a little more important than that, really. They ended up being a body that led the way to improve the common person schemes as they were. So that's interesting. This industry-led approach has demonstrably worked because of the balance it provides between electrical safety regulation, protection for consumers, and cost burden of regulation on companies. During this time, the UK government has had little reason to intervene because of the ability of the industry to work together and solve any issues. Emma added, "We have demonstrated in the past our ability to work together to find the right solution. By engaging more minds and considering issues in a broader context, we can achieve greater results. We believe this is the right approach to take and are open to working with others to find the right solution for the greater good." Greater good. Where have I heard that from? Shut it! Yeah. Anyway. So what does this mean in English? This means they want to take 40,000 electrical contracting firms and splice that from one inspection to numerous inspections to inspect the electricians. Now, there's definitely credibility in the need to assess the competence of every single electrician. The format that they currently use is not it. The format that they use is rehearsed, it's planned, it's on a certain scope, most often inspection and testing, ZS test, PFC test, R1, R2 and a socket outlet test. You know, pointless. Many electricians have defined scope. They work with solar, they work with EV, they work in marine, they work in medical, and there are no defined scope assessments from what I've heard and what I've seen. quite often it's very generic and it's very plain. So to truly determine someone's competence, you have to actually understand the knowledge and experience of the work to be assessed, and that's not happening here. All that's happening here to improve the model is assess more people, which I guess means more intake of revenue, really. Take 43 electrical firms, maybe lower their charge a little bit as a firm, but then take that firm's 3 electricians and assess them individually, which is a huge amount more. You're already taking 43,000 assessments and turning it into over 100,000. So no wonder the NICEIC are now interested in Napit's model. What needs to happen initially is an explanation of what the assessors who assess these electricians, what's done to prove their competence to assess. Are they qualified assessors? Of the half a dozen I have met and worked with before, none of them are qualified assessors. Are they competent to assess the defined scope of the contractor, or are they just going to ask testing and inspection questions? This isn't a move forward. This is just a way of adjusting what already doesn't work and actually making more money out of what doesn't work, from what I can see. Comments like improving things, comments like driving things forward. Industry is improving itself, but not with these people. Not with these people, that's for sure. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not registered anymore. I'm glad I'm consulting and training, that's all I can say. It's just going the wrong way. Things will come back, don't worry. They'll come back very soon.